What's going on, everybody? What's going on? We're going to get started in a second. Just about to send this link out. Then we're going ahead and get started. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, what's going on, y'all? It's October 13th, Wednesday morning, pre-London session, about to be London session. About to go check these charts out and see any positions and setups for the day. Let's see here. What's going on? What's going on? Everybody hopping in. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that like button. What's going on, everybody? Just checking out US30. So US30 is an interesting position. I want to see how it reacts on this level of price. I want to look for sales, but if it breaks this price at around 29,580, 29,600-ish, I might look for buys. But if it can stay underneath that level of price and drop back down, I'm probably going to look for sales. I'd like to look for a sell position around 29,450, 29,480. But still just waiting to see how price is going to react. You can see it's rejecting this level. It's trying to push back down. But it's not even London session yet or New York, so just going to be watching it. But that's why I would have liked to see it break further than this. But if it breaks further than this, then I'll probably look for a buy setup. But if it can stay underneath this level, I'm still going to be looking for sells. Because I went over this with the members and the students in yesterday's Zoom call. But as you can see, yesterday, it literally hit both levels and then ended in the middle of the zone. So I want to see if it can make a decision on if it wants to stay above this level of price or stay underneath this level of price. So that's what we'll be watching to see what it does. Hey, what's going on, Michael? What's going on? Everything's retracing up right now, which is fine. So I'm just going to be watching to see how they react to the zones. Might try to get a good early setup again like we did on GBPJPY, but only if I see it. Not going to force anything. GBPJPY is actually right where it was yesterday, coincidentally, because we caught this move yesterday. Those that was in the live stream, I called this move out. It was a nice 1 to 2, almost 1 to 3 risk to reward. It's right back to where we were at yesterday. So we're going to see how that reacts to that level again today. Let's zoom that out. Yeah, I don't know why my positions are looking like that, but it'll get fixed when we go to a smaller time frame. But as you can see right here, since August, we've been dropping down. Had a few retracements up right here, but then it came back, got back on track. Respecting this level here. It's been respecting this level of price here at like 12,280, 12,280-ish. So I want to see if it's going to drop down and finish the move it started yesterday, because yesterday only went to the middle of the zone. So I want to see if it can break past like 12,100 and go further down, because it didn't go past 12,100 yesterday, as you can see right here. I click this. We're literally at 12,100.07 right here. And you can see price went a little bit past it, so it hit 12,100, then it shot back up. And then even today so far, it still hasn't gone past there. It went down there again, then shot back up. Because yesterday, well, last night, price was down here, so it retraced all the way back up to the top of the zone, which isn't normal. I mean, which is normal, which isn't not normal, I should say. But I want to see if I can finish the move today. So that's what we're looking for, to see if GBPJPY can keep going down. So if it stays underneath this lower price right here, if it doesn't break past like 12,300, I'm still gonna look for sales. But if it breaks above that level, I might look for potential buys. So kind of similar to US30, but still not jumping into anything right now, just patiently watching and observing. Going to check out some currency pairs to see if anything's moving right now. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, so all the futures are doing the same thing right now. They're all retracing. We got good positions for a lot of the pairs, but again, going to be waiting for confirmations to see if it's going to continue to go down. So far, it's respecting these levels of price, which is a good thing. What's going on, higher energy? What's going on? As you can see, very similar to GBPJPY. Looks very similar to GBPJPY. Even the same candlestick structure, hit the middle of the zone, shot back up. Now it's at the back of the top of the zone. Literally just like how GBPJPY is. Here we zoom out. Looks exactly the same the past 3 days. And then the structure looks exactly the same. Right? And then US30 NAS100 and SPX look very similar as well. They all move the same direction for the most part. So just going to keep an eye on these, seeing what they do. I really don't want to see them break this level, this blue line. So I want to see if we can hold and respect that as a resistance level. But we will see. Those just joining the live, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 200 subscribers, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. So I like how oil is looking. Oil is looking like maybe we can get some buys again. Let's take a deeper look. It's at the 50 right now. Did it already drop? It's got a wall right here, but it's at a nice position. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I could see a potential buy setup here. I want to see if we can break this wall right here and come to this wall. Stop loss is going to be pretty a tight one. Nothing too crazy. Probably about like 100 pip stop loss. I want to see if we can come to this wall right here. This is where I want to see it come to. But first, I need to see it break this wall right here. So it can stay above this orange, this first orange line here. And if it can break this wall, I might enter. I already touched it, but I want to see if it can break it. So if it can do so, I might look for a buy setup on oil. Yeah, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. I like how oil's looking right there. Yeah, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. And we're going to go over how yesterday went in a second. I'm just keeping an eye on all these charts, seeing what's going on. Gold's at a good position as well for a sell. If it can respect this level of price, Can look for another sell. Caught a sell yesterday. Was a late entry, still caught a couple hundred pips, but this would be the ideal entry right here for a sell setup if we can respect this level. So if it doesn't break past like 1675, 1676, definitely we'll be looking for a sell setup here. Definitely we'll be looking for a sell setup here. And the same thing with like all the indices and stuff like that. Gold hit the middle of the zone, then retrace back up. I want to see if it can finish the move it started. So it's going to be a tight stop loss like that. Silver already doing this thing. Euro USD. Okay, so Euro CHF broke past that level. So let me see how it's looking when London session starts. But it broke past this level, which is a good sign. We got a new 15-minute candlestick about to pop up in about 20 seconds. So I want to see what that candlestick's looking like. And I want to see if it's going to retest or it's going to keep dropping down. But this is looking like a good potential sell setup here for Euro CHF if it can stay underneath this level of price. Then they could very much so continue to the downside. Because we got this level of traffic here, but we got the strong wall right here. But if it can stay underneath this level of traffic here, which it looks like it's trying to right now, and it can stay underneath this line right here, which is a wall of price, which we can see the wall of price right here, the strong support level right here, strong support level right here. If it can stay underneath that, and when volume and momentum going our way, we could very much see a sell setup for Euro CHF. So let me keep an eye on that as well. Then even on the daily, you can see this huge rejection wick from the top of the zone. So if we were to enter here, we'd already be in profit, but I was asleep, only trade London, New York session. But this is a good sign that it rejected so harshly off of that. But as you can see, it's pushing right back above the zone. But if it can stay under there and show that it wants to keep pushing down, we could look for a potential sell setup. Have an imbalance right here, but if it can come to at least the 50th imbalance, that'd be good. Or if it come to here, that's still a decent amount of pips right there. So really going to be seeing what it's going to be doing. But looking at the bigger time frame, when we're on the daily time frame, right, we can see that we've been in a downtrend. If we zoom out farther, we can see we've really been in a downtrend for over a year, March 2021. Or you can just say it started, you can say March 2021, or you can say September 2021, but for a year now, we've been in a downtrend. Okay. So the downtrend really got, really started dropping June this year. So a couple months ago. You can see the lower highs, lower lows. You can see it dropping. Had a few retracements here, but at another strong level. And then you can see that wick getting bigger and bigger. And you can see its price in real time trying to push back underneath that level of price where that orange line is. So that is a good sign. So again, just going to be waiting. Still got another candlestick until London session starts. 15-minute candlestick at least. So not entering anything yet. Just watching, getting some trade ideas, things like that. So we got started pushing up. G's been slowly going down the past few days. I might look at it, but I'm probably not going to jump onto this one. Probably just going to leave that alone. GJ, we caught a nice 100 pip plus move yesterday on that. it's still respecting this level of price. We might potentially look for another buy setup if we see the setup. Let's see here. I really like to see it break this level right here, because we got the strong wall of price right here. So let's see. Yeah, I want to see if it can break above like 160.95. If it can break above that, I might look for a buy setup. So it's going to be keeping an eye on that. But it is still, as you can see, staying above this level of price. Created a nice wall here yesterday, then shot up, which is a good sign. So definitely might want to see if it can finish the move it started yesterday. Almost went all the way zone to zone. But as you can see, attempted a few times to break this high, then it just dropped down. So I want to see if it can finish what it started yesterday. Going to bid tight stop loss. If I do enter, looking at about like 159.80. So about 100 pip stop loss, nothing too crazy. If I haven't entered anything yet, just getting some trade ideas. Line of session starts in about 10 minutes. GP New Zealand's looking interesting. Filled up this imbalance right here, then dropped down. Nice rejection wick from the top of the zone. So it literally just went zone to zone. So I want to see what's going to respect this level, because you can see we're right above a huge level of traffic right here. Then we have this mess right here. So I want to see if it's going to continue to push down, or if it's going to treat this as a support level and come back up. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. And depending on what it does there, it has a nice wall here as well. So depending on what it does there, will determine if I want to enter a buy setup or not. But it hasn't really made any new highs for the past few days. It's just been dropping down. So I want to see if it will break past like 95.75. And if it can break past 95.75 and respect this as a resistance level, that might potentially look for sales. But as of now, I'm just looking at it, observing. But I most likely want to look for sales unless I really see some signs that it wants to push back up. But the way it's been dropping, and we have this huge rejection wick down, then the next 4-hour candlestick just been pushing down. I want to see if it's going to break past this level here. Let's see what it does from there. Let's see if there's anything else I like. That's a crazy rejection wick on that candlestick. Whoops, another 2-hour. So it's respecting this level so far. Yes, I'm just going to watch this and see what it does. Looks like it's trying to drop further down, but we're going to see. Yeah, US30 still playing around. I'm going to keep an eye on it though. I want to jump in those because we haven't really traded. I say that all the time, like we don't trade it every week, but we haven't traded it all this week so far. Let's say that. But not going to rush anything or force anything. If I don't see the setup, I'm just going to leave it alone. $80 USD, it's been dropping for the past few months. I want to see if it can stay underneath 62.80. If it can stay underneath 62.80, and if it breaks past 62, like 50-ish, I might look for a sell setup. So that's what I'm going to be looking for there. I might do some retracing until then. Until later on, closer to the New York session. But that's what I'm going to be looking for. It has a nice wall of price right here that it would have to break. But if it can't break that, then definitely looking for a sell setup. But as you can see, yesterday it hasn't gone past this level. Went past it a little bit, but shot back up. So that's why I left it alone. But definitely we'll be looking for a sell setup because as you can see, it hasn't really done much. It's just been ranging right here. So I want to see if we'll make a move today. JPY, I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, so we're almost done going through all these charts. Then we're just gonna be waiting for confirmation candlesticks and for price to show us and give us hints on what it wants to do. 80 CAD. I missed the initial entry here, but it's come back up. So if we can stay underneath this wall right here, definitely we'll be looking for a potential sell setup here if it can stay underneath this wall, which it is doing so far. I really want to see it stay underneath. It can come up to this high, but if it really stays underneath this level, definitely going to be looking for a sell setup there. Yeah, stop loss going to be right above this level of price right there. But definitely like how it's looking, so I want to see if we can stay underneath this level of price. And if it can do so, definitely going to look for a potential sell setup there. Even though it's retracing back up, has a rejection wick, still did a nice drop. Has a level of traffic to break, and it makes sense why it struggled to drop down because we have this level of traffic and all these walls right here that I would have to break. It's not going to really do that until volume picks up in its favor. But I definitely can see it continue to drop down. So I'm going to keep an eye on that and see what it does today. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on that. As you can see, everything's literally just been retracing up. So it's going to be interesting to see what this new 5-minute just started, but I want to see what the new 15-minute when London session looks like because everything's retracing up right now. So I want to see if the moves are going to start to begin as soon as the London session starts or not. Ceiling JPYs right there. Ceiling the CHS right there. Ceiling CAD. So I might look for New Zealand CAD sell 2. We're going to see though. All right, so that's the trade ideas I got as of now. So we're just going to be waiting to see if price is going to confirm those moves or not. So give me 1 second. So let's go back to Euro CHF. See what's going on there. So while we're waiting for price to, London session to start, so that's good. That's a good 15 minutes. That's a good sign right there. So again, I'm going to wait. I can wait 4 minutes to see what it is going to do. But that is definitely a good sign that it could potentially keep dropping down, especially because it just made a new low right there. So that is definitely a good sign for us. So it could potentially continue to drop. But we're going to wait to see what the next candlestick looks like. So while we're waiting, let's go ahead and review how we did yesterday trading wise. So yesterday we only took 4 trades. GBPJPY, we caught 9,600 pips. GBPJPY, we caught 180 pips. Euro AUD, we caught 31 pips. Then gold caught 100 pips before the retracement. So it wasn't too bad of a day. End of the day, total 9,911 pips. 4-0, can't complain when you're 4-0, can't complain when you TPs get hit and we don't lose any trades. So it was overall a good day there. I want to see if we can catch some more pips today though, since it is going to be the middle of the week now. But I do like how this is looking, showing that it wants to continue to drop down. So let's see what this next candlestick looks like. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. Gold rejecting this level right here. Has this wall right here, but if it can stay underneath that lower price and break this wall right here, it can definitely continue to go down. US30 respecting the zone. Let me see what oil's up to. Okay. GJ. Yep, so new 15 on London session about to start in about 35 seconds. So we're going to see what this new candlestick looks like. But I'm going to be looking at Euro CHF for right now. So I like how this is looking right here. Let me see what Euro CAD's up to. See if that's in a good position for anything. So Euro CAD's above the zone right here. 3 o'clock just hit. London session about to start. Euro CAD in an interesting position. So I'm just going to keep an eye on Euro CAD. But let's see what Euro CHF's up to. Doing a retest. Let's see what there's some prices moving right now. GBP New Zealand. GBP New Zealand was looking like trying to stay above that level. All right. CHS dropping. So we did a retest and looks like it's about to drop. So I like how this is looking. Yeah, I like how this is looking right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna enter this. Yes, I entered. Like I said, SL I'm looking at. You say 9,700. That's what the SL I'm looking at. I'm gonna put the TPs and stuff in the free Telegram in a second. So those join the stream, make sure that hit that first link in the description. That's the free Telegram. So you get notified when TPs get hit. I like how this is looking as well. That thing is shooting down as well. I like how this is looking too, but we're gonna go back to that in a second. But I like how Euro CHS. So I'm in this. Could very much retest and retrace the next candlestick, but I did personally enter this. As you can see, it's trying to drop and break that level. So I'm gonna get that the SLs and the TPs set up in a second. I just want to look and see what these other charts are up to. So gold's trying to push down. GBP30 broke that level of price again. Looks like we might have a repeat on GBP30 as well. US30 looking nice. Yeah, so I like how these candlesticks are looking here. Yeah, so I like how these setups are looking right here. Yeah, I like how these are looking right here. So I might get some signals for those too. I haven't entered those yet. I just entered this one. Somebody get the signal ready for this. Yeah, so I'm gonna get the signal ready for this. But these are moving too. Yeah, GBPJPY just dropped. So it literally did what it did yesterday. So I want to see if these are going to drop down too. Yeah, these are on the move. So we're going to stay on that wall. It's going to be a good sign. I'm going to take a deeper look at this right here. So yeah, it's underneath this wall. So if we can stay underneath this wall, I can definitely see it continuing downwards to fill up to at least 33, 32, which is still a decent amount of pips. As you can see, it's retracing up right now. Same thing with GBPJPY. Gold's retracing up too. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so I just wanted to keep an eye on those before I tunnel vision on this, because I knew they were going to start to try to make a move or something like that. So let me go ahead and get the SLs and stuff for this. Let me go ahead and put the disclaimer out first, though. Give me 1 second, y'all. So this is literally about like a 40-ish pip stop loss, so nothing too bad. But even if it's a 40 pip stop loss, still stick to your trading goal. Don't risk too much. I don't risk the same percentage every trade. Stick to your trading plans, anything like that. And if you don't see what I see on the charts, you don't got to enter. But I'm personally entering this. So let me see what's going on, because we got this level of traffic here. But if we can stay underneath these levels of traffic, it can potentially break these. But after these level of traffic here, after this level of traffic here, is kind of a nice drop down. So the volume picks up, we could see a potential free fall. That's what I wouldn't mind seeing. I want to see it break these levels right here. If we can break this level of traffic here, definitely can be looking good. There we go. All right, so let's go back to see what these indices are doing. So they're dropping back down. Okay. Very interesting. Let me see what SPX is up to. What's going on? Are y'all joining the stream? Make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We don't just live stream every day. We also post helpful content. And we're almost at 200 subscribers, y'all. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. So I like how this is looking right here. Okay. So, yeah, I like how these are looking right here. I like how these are looking. I want to see price close underneath here. The price closes underneath here. I'm gonna enter. Price closes underneath here. I'm gonna enter. USDX did a nice rejection, wick back down. So I like how EUSDX is looking too. It already broke my level and already broke that wall. So I'm gonna get a signal ready for this as well. Because we can stay underneath this wall right here and then break this level and come to here. That's a good amount of pips right there. So I like how that's looking. Even though the next 15-minute candlestick it could retrace and retest this level here, which is in about 5 minutes. And you can see it's rejecting off that wall right there. So yeah, I do like how that's looking though. So I'm gonna get it ready just in case I do want to jump into this. And for this SL, I'm looking at like 36.70, or you say 36.65, but I'm just put 36.70. Yeah, that thing's dropping. I want to see what the next 15 looks like. But it does. That is a good sign showing it wants to drop. And GBPJPY just literally did a repeat of what it did yesterday. At the same time, this is around the same time we entered too, which is very interesting. Yeah, US30. If we can close underneath here, might enter. So I like how it's looking. Yeah, GBPJPY just dropping. So is EUSDX. So y'all entered on stream, y'all should be blue. But I'm not going to post the trade ID out unless it retraces the next candlestick, because I'm not going to send this out and then people enter and it retraces, they be hundreds of pips extra in drawdown. So I'm not going to do that to people. Let's see what Euro CHF's up to. Yeah, Euro CHF's pushing, steady pushing, struggling to break these levels of traffic. But again, if it can do that, especially when volume picks up close to New York session, we're going to be looking real nice. Yeah, some nice rejection wick down. Got about 2 minutes until the next 15-minute candlestick shows up. Going to see what that's looking like. And Euro CHF struggling to break that level. But we're going to see if it can do it. See if anything else moving. Let's look at GJ. Okay. GJ just broke above that level on the 5 minute. So we got 1 minute till the next 15-minute candlestick shows up. So let's see what that candlestick's looking like. So we got this wall right here. I should have moved it to like right here because we got this wall right here. But even so, it's pushing. Yeah, so I'm gonna see what this next 15-minute candlestick looks like. And notice that price is literally on this line right here. I want to see if it'll close underneath it. New 15 about to show up. So the GBP pairs just got a pump. They're just pushing up. Let me see if GU's doing the same thing. Yeah, even GU's doing that. Okay, so it's above it. Take a closer look here. Yeah, I like how it's looking though. I'm not going to rush into it yet. Just going to see what it's doing. Retesting this level again. USDHF is attempting to push back down, so we're going to see if it can do so. Let's see what US30 is looking like. Yeah, so that thing's enforcing the drop. And this didn't retest. Well, it's retracing up a little bit right now. So it's US30. So let's see if we can break that. Let's see if we can break under here. Okay, you can see there's the wall here, or I can put the wall level right here. Either or, it struggled to break it. But it's underneath the zone right here. And then we have this nice rejection wick, which is a good sign. But I want to see if it can break this wall. If it can break past this wall and close underneath it, then we have a higher likelihood of it coming to this level here. But we see price pushing down, so it's definitely a good sign there. And gold's right at this wall right here. So gold's looking nice too. Yeah, I like how gold's looking. Yeah, I like how gold's looking. But as you can see, it's struggling to break this wall here. But I do like how it is looking. But again, we're just 17 minutes into London. Not trigger happy with entering trades. Still want to see if it's going to continue to push down. So that's a good sign right there. US30 just went stupid though. And so did EUSDX. They're both doing the same thing right now. So miss those opportunities. But those going down is a good sign. But you see US30 still struggling to close underneath here. But it is trying. We're seeing, the Pixar lamp action right now. So that is a good sign. It is definitely trying. So I'm just going to let it do its thing. Come back to that in a second. Let's see what oil's up to. Oil's still ranging right there. Yeah, gold's definitely, it's underneath this level though. So it's underneath this wall right here. And there's also underneath this level of price right here. You can catch a couple. There's like a couple hundred pip wall right here. Yeah, so still waiting. New 5-minute just showed up. Definitely like these setups though. Definitely like these setups. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on those. GJ, I like how it's looking, but I want to see it same thing close above this level of price. Then I might enter because it just created a wall right here, right underneath this level of price right here. So you can see this is getting treated as a resistance level, but right here, this is getting treated as a support level. So I'm going to see it break above here and treat this line as a support level. And if it can do so, it can potentially come all the way back up to here, which is like almost 100 pips. This is about 50, 60 pips, which is not bad. So I want to see if it can do that. So I'm just going to be patiently waiting for that to do its thing. And then we see price retracing. Just not a surprise. Yeah, so I'm going to keep an eye on these. Just going to keep an eye on these. But for now, I have not entered those. Only in Euro CHF for now. That thing's still struggling to break these levels of traffic. So yeah, we're just chilling right now. So I'm looking at GJ potential buys. Keep an eye on gold. I like where gold's at. But gold's in a tight spot because it's this wall right here. And then right underneath that wall is all this traffic right here. So it really won't drop like this or something like this. Or something like that, I mean. Until volume picks up. And that's when I don't want to just enter a trade and then just be ranging, or struggle to break a level and then it just, shoot up. It's something like that. So I really am just patiently waiting for price to show me wants to go down. I mean, this is a good sign right here. But still, like I said before, there's all these levels of traffic and these walls. So unless there's a lot of volume in the markets helping to push through those levels, it's just going to be doing, what we see US30 doing, just struggling to break under or go anywhere. So we're just going to be chilling for now. See what the next 15-minute candlestick looks like. Yeah, Euro CHF still struggling. Okay, here we go. So we have about 1 minute left for this 5-minute candlestick. So let's see if we can close above this. What's going on, D-Boy? So I just did that. I don't know if you were in here when I was just talking about it, but I'll do another rundown for you in a second. Yeah, no problem. I got you, D-Boy. So those that just jumped in, what I'm doing right now, I'm just watching GJ. I want to see it close above this orange line right here. So that's what I'm watching to see if it's going to do that. And it's trying to, which is a good sign. New 5-minute just started. Yeah, so I like how that's looking. And stop loss for this, I'm looking at like 159.80. So it's going to be about like small stop loss. Full move would be about 1 to 3, 1 to 4 risk to reward. So while that's doing this thing, yeah, I like how it looks. So I might enter a buy in a second, but I'm gonna wait for the next 15. Or if I see it push up, like breaking this wall right here, then I might enter as of now. I'm just watching it. But let me do the rundown for you. So US30, if it can break this level of price around 29,380, I might look for a sell setup. It might not go zone to zone, but if it can break that price, it can definitely come to this next wall right here at 29,280, and that's still a decent amount of pips. And it looks like it is trying to do that right now. So we clicked on just in time. Yeah, so I like how it's doing that. That's a nice rejection wick down. So I like how that's looking. Let me see what gold's doing the same. Yep, nice rejection wick down. Yeah, I like how that's looking. So if it can close underneath here, I might feel inclined to enter. But at this state, I'm gonna be looking for the next 15-minute candlestick, which is about to pop up in 2 minutes. So just real quick, we go on the daily time frame. We zoom out. We can see that we've been in a downtrend, slight retracement up. Came back down here though, and yesterday it literally, you see this wick right here, hit zone to zone, then it closed in the middle of the zone. Price today came up to the top of the zone. We see the rejection wick brought it back down. So I want to see if it's going to finish the move. And I want to see if it's going to close down here and look for a sell setup there. But if it breaks above 29,600, then I might be looking for a buy setup. But as of now, I like that rejection wick is pushing down. So I want to see what the next 15-minute candlestick is going to look like. But USDX and US30 are dumping. We kind of missed those entries. Is what it is. So we're looking for the correlating pairs, and that's going to be US30 and SPX is too far, so it's just gonna be US30 for now. But US30 is pushing, so that's good. So yeah, I like how this is looking. So let me get a signal for that. So that means gold's probably dumping down too, which it is. So gold stop loss, what I'm looking at is 1679, or you say 1680. But I like how those two are looking right there. So I'm about to enter these in a second, most likely. But I want to see what the next candlestick looks like. Euro CHS really struggling to break that level. GJ rejected that level, dropped all the way back down to the zone. Again, it's struggling to break that wall right there. So I like how this is looking right there. I like how both of these are looking. So let me get these signals ready for the Telegram. It's rejecting back up. New 15-minute candlestick's about to appear right now. Let's see what this 15-minute candlestick's looking like. Doing a nice retest. But price already broke underneath here, so I kind of like how that's looking. So it can stay underneath this wall right here. It's definitely going to drop. Looks like it's rejecting it as we speak. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and enter this. It might not go zone to zone. It very much so could retrace after hitting this wall right here at 1664, around 1664.50. But even so, that's still about 300 pips, which is not bad. But I did personally enter that to see if it's going to do so. I like how it pushed down like so. US30. It's looking nice. Should have entered on that candlestick. I didn't think it was going to go that far. It is what it is, though, so I might have to adjust a few things. Because stop loss is going to be. Yeah, that thing should have entered on the other candlestick. I don't want to. Yeah, so we missed that entry, but I'm in gold. So those in the stream, I am in gold. I'm about to get this signal ready for gold. Give me 1 second. So I'm gonna get the TPs ready for this. Let me see what GJ is up to. Yeah, so it failed to break that wall. Since it failed to break that wall, didn't enter. So I want to see if it can come to here first. Hit this wall right here, which would be 666.50. And if it can break that wall, then I want to see it come to 1664.50. Yeah, so that's what we'll be looking at to see if it can do that. 60. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be looking at right there. Yeah, so as of now, I'm in gold and I'm in Euro CHF. Euro CHF struggling a little bit. Oh, let me shut my mouth. It actually started doing its move. So we're almost at the first TP actually, and I'm in gold. Just sent that signal out. The first TP for Euro CHF is at 60. We're about 5 pips off. So I want to see if it can break this wall right here and continue down. But we're almost there. GJ, I want to see, is rejecting off this wall right here. So I want to see if it's going to reattempt to try to break that level there. But Euro CHF is struggling to break that level. It went a little bit farther than those past 2 weeks, which is a good sign. So it's showing it wants to continue to go down, but it's not going to really aim nice. Yeah, I know. I saw US30. I missed the entry on it. I know I missed the entry on it. I got into EUSDX though, but I missed the entry on US30. Yeah, that thing just tanked. And GBPJPY ripped too, just like yesterday. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait and see if we can see another opportunity on that. I'm not tripping too much about that. Yeah, it's definitely struggling to try to break that level. But the fact that it keeps trying is a good sign. So we're just gonna wait to see if the next couple hours it can make a move. It's definitely trying to. All right, it's retesting back up. So might enter, catch a couple pips on that. See what else is going on. Euro CAD's pushing up. Okay, so Euro CAD is right underneath this wall right here. Traction weight pushing it up right there. Yeah, so Euro CHF still trying. Gold's still trying to break that level. Let's see what else is going on. See what else is going on. 80 USDs underneath this level. So if we can stand underneath this wall right here, and break underneath this wall. I need to stay underneath this wall. I want to see if it can break underneath this wall right here. Yeah, so that thing's retracing up. So now this is a better entry. It's actually a good entry right there. Hit the wall, hit the yellow line, right on the yellow line, retrace back up. Not a coincidence there. Now it's about to attempt to try to break through that level. Yeah, so it looks like GBPJPY can potentially finish the move it started, like I was talking about earlier in the stream. Unfortunately, we missed that entry though, but it does happen. That thing just dropped. Both that and ESDX. All those things just dropped, which is crazy. So let's see if gold will drop for us. So we're in gold right now. Well, I'm in gold right now. I'm in Euro CHF. I'm watching GJ. I want to see another buy setup, but as of now, still hasn't met my requirements, so I'm just looking at it. Let's see. $80 CAS under this wall right here. So I can stay underneath this wall. This is a clear wall right here. So it's staying underneath here. So it stays on this. I might enter this. I like how this is looking. If we stay underneath this wall, it can definitely come to here and then come down to here. So I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on this. Let's see what else we got going on. Those jumping in the stream, make sure to hit that like button and hit subscribe. We almost at 200 subs, y'all. Missed a couple opportunities, but things are starting to get interesting. Way more action. Well, let me not say that, but things are definitely picking up for Monday. That's for sure. See what US30 looking like. Oil still struggling, so just gonna leave that alone. Gold struggling. Need to stay underneath this wall right here. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if we're about to hit that TP, y'all. Let's see if we're about to hit that TP. We're about 1 pip away. Let me see if we hit it on my broker. We actually hit it on my broker, so I'm gonna count it. And then we just hit it right here. So yep, TP1 hit. So y'all should be blue on that trade right there. Especially y'all entered on that retest. So y'all should be blue on your CHF. Now, you saw it was struggling to do so, so it might retrace in a little bit, or it's going to continue to push down underneath this level right here. So we're going to stay underneath this level of price. You can definitely continue to drop down. So it's either going to, when TPs get hit, it's either going to reject or it's going to continue to break through. So don't be surprised if it retraces up. So it's either going to continue to go down. I want to see it come to here, 96.50, but we got to take things one step at a time. So let's see what it's looking like right now. So keep an eye on y'all's charts, y'all. And if you're happy with the profits, go ahead and close. You can't go wrong with closing a trade blue. Gold retracing, everything retracing. See what some other pairs are up to. Now your AD took off. Probably going to finish what it started yesterday because we entered your AD yesterday. It looks like it's about to finish what it started. See what some other pairs are up to. Yeah, so your CHF's dropping, which is good for us. So the next TP for that is 96.55. Looks like we're about to hit that in just a second. We're about 1 pip off from that. So let's see we're going to hit that. All right, I hit it on my broker. So TP2 just got hit. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. If y'all blue on any trades, y'all enter any of the NDC trades, y'all enter this trade right here, y'all should be blue. Hit that like button. Making some money. We're not even an hour in. Not bad. Not bad at all for an hour into, not even an hour, 45 minutes into London. New 15 candlestick just popped up. So it's either going to retest all this or it's going to continue to push back down. So I want to see it stay underneath this lower price. Let's see. I want to see if it will stay underneath this level of price right here. Yeah, but if you're happy with your profits, feel free to close. You don't have to hold to every TP because not every TP is guaranteed to get hit. So if you're happy with your profits, feel free to close. Feel free to close. So now we're just waiting for gold to start to do its thing. Okay, now we're just waiting for gold to break this wall right here and stay underneath this wall. So I want gold to hit 1668 and then stay underneath 1668. So that's what we're looking at right now. See what GJ is up to. Cool. See what AUD/USD is up to. Okay, I like how AUD CAD's looking. Yeah, so you see how the thing just retraced back up. So y'all should have got wicked out. If I didn't get wicked out, don't let it go back to entry because it could go back to entry and drop back down. But what's better, securing your profits or watching your profits disappear and then hoping it drops back down, okay? So if you didn't get wicked out, we're still up in profit still because, again, we entered like up here somewhere. So we're still in profit. But I personally, if it breaks above here, yeah, I'm just going to close it. But I want to see, one thing I like to do is wait for the candlestick to close to see where it ended. So there's still 1 minute left in it. So as you can see, it's dropping back down. So I want to see where the candlestick closes because it's important where it closes. It's cool where it goes and stuff like that, but it's really important where the candlestick ends. Okay. That's what's very important. So that's good right there. So actually good it filled up that imbalance. So it could potentially keep dropping down now. The next TP is 96.50. Oh yeah, that thing's just shooting down now. This is looking nice. Let me see if gold's still struggling. Go back to GJ. Now GJ is respecting as a resistance level. Yeah, so this is gonna be watching GJ. But I like how AD CAD's looking too. AD CAD SL, I'm looking at 8700. You can say 8705. But it's staying underneath that level. It broke underneath this level. It's staying underneath this wall right here. So it could potentially drop down to here, which is about 10 pips. If it comes down to here, that's almost 20 pips. Do like how it is looking right there. So if it closes under there, depending on what the next 15 to 5 minute looks like, I might enter this. We're about 1-2 pips off from the last TP, which is right here. And after that, it could very much so reject back up, or it could stack underneath here and continue to drop down. But yeah, we're making some money so far. Making some money. Gold's still struggling, which is not a surprise. Probably won't really make its move until New York session. All these are retracing up still. Let's see here. Man, GBPJPY just ripped down too. That was a crazy 15-minute candlestick. Well, we had a big one on EuroCHF as well. And again, the reason why I was struggling a little bit was because I was trying to break through the level of traffic, but now it's pushing through. So when it hits here, it could very much so reject back up, or if it can stay underneath here, I want to see if it will continue down. But we're almost there. Let me see. Yeah, we're about like 1-2 pips off from the last TP. Everything retracing. But gold, GJ still trying. AD, CAD. Yeah, so we're just chilling a profit on this one. Still below EUSTX. So GBPJPY, if anyone entered on GBPJPY EUSTX, y'all should still be blue. It's underneath this wall right here. Well, it's not underneath it anymore. It was. But it looks like these are retracing. All these are retracing right now, including gold. Didn't go any farther than it went yesterday. I want to see if it will continue down though. I believe this week will determine if the uptrend is going to begin or if gold's going to be continuing downwards. And the reason why I say that is because we can just clearly see right here how we're getting a strong level of support right here. Even right now, gold hit that level, it's retracing back up. So unless it breaks past here and continues down, then it could potentially start to go up a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see how gold ends today. Currently in drawdown on it, but not tripping too much about it. It's either going to hit SL or TP, so I'm still holding that. Euro CHF, just hit the last TP. All TPs hit, so move SL in profit or close. Got a new 15. Whoops. My bad, I almost typed something on accident. So new 15 starting in about 2.5 minutes. Going to see if it's going to close underneath here and continue to push down, or if it's going to be a green candlestick retracing back up. So that's what we're going to be looking at to see the USD, I'm not USDX, Euro CHF. USDX is retracing a little bit, but still struggling to break this wall right here. This wall right here, you can see a clear wall right here. You see how price touched it, then rejected back down. So that's a good sign there. So it could potentially continue to push back down. Same thing with US30 and all that. Okay, still trying. Real CHF still at the green. But you see how it's rejecting that level a little bit. Not a coincidence. We're making some money. Would have made some nice money when we got into this one too. But it's all good. You're going to miss opportunities. So it's better to not chase trades. Just go to another chart. Look for one that's at your setup, at your ideal setup. That's all you got to do. That's what we did. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did with, that's what we do all the time. We miss trade opportunities all the time. So it's impossible to get into every opportunity. You just got to worry about the ones that you can get into. Dang, that thing just dropping. That thing dropped down. Let's see what AUD is up to. New 15-minute candlestick about to start up in 10 seconds. I like how AUD is looking. I already started the move though. I already started the move down. So it's at this wall right here. So I want to see what this next 15 is going to do. I want to see if it's going to retrace a little bit or continue the dump. So let's see what this next 15 is going to do. Closed underneath here, which is perfect. So I want to see it stay underneath here and continue to drop. And I want to see gold drop, obviously, but I think that's going to play around until closer to New York session. So that's cool. It is what it is. Let's see what these other Canadian pairs are up to. GBPJPY. So I like how AUD is looking. My thing is I would have liked to enter. I would have liked to have entered right there. So let's see if it will retrace a little closer to my ideal entry. And the reason why I like this for a sell setup is, one, we've been dropping for a while. Had a huge drop, but if we zoom out, we can see that if we look very far, we've been in a downtrend for a year. But if we just keep it simple, we've been in a downtrend since April, or you could say we've been in a downtrend since August, but really we've been in a downtrend since April. Okay, so if we're in the downtrend, everything's showing me sells, I'm only going to look for sells. If we're in the uptrend, everything's showing me buys, I'm only going to look for buys. And if we're in a ranging market, then we're just strictly trade off those key price levels on the daily time frame. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, we're deep in profit on Euro CHF, and I like how your AUD is looking. Stop loss is going to be like 8,700. I like how this is looking here. So we had a signal ready just in case. I do like how this is looking. $86.40, GBP2. I don't really see it come to these levels right here. Break these walls right there. So it's retesting, which is fine, but we can stay underneath this wall right here, which it looks like it is. They can continue to push down. And I want to see it break these lows, but I want to see it, of course, go zone to zone. Let's see if we can see anything right here. If we scroll to the left a little bit, see if we can see some other levels of traffic. It's going to be every time frame. Let's see here. So we got this wall right here. We got this wall of traffic right here. And this wall right here. And this wall right here. So let's see if it'll come to right here. See if we can break that level right there. So that's why I want to see it come to. Doing a retracement, nice retest. Nothing out the ordinary there. Gold's retracing. This retraced up a little bit. So that thing dropped. Still staying underneath this level, which is good. Touched it, rejecting off of it, which is a good sign there. Yeah, everything else is doing a harsh retracement up. It's not a surprise. This is literally what happened yesterday. This is why when I trade this stuff, if I miss the ideal entry, I just leave it alone because I know it's not going to do the big move until New York session. It might do a quick dump, something like that, but it very rarely will do the whole move until closer to New York session. So not surprised there. Still going to hold on to this because I do see it. If it still can respect this level here, I do still see it dropping down. If it can still respect like 1675, 1676, I do still see gold dropping down. But if it breaks above that, and his stop loss, we might be seeing a potential trend reversal and uptrend starting. Yeah, but we're floating in profit with Euro CHF. That's looking nice right there. GJ is coming back up to the zone, which is not a surprise because, like I said earlier, there's this wall. You can see it hit the wall. You can see where these two candlesticks close. It hit the wall, then bounce back up. But I still want to see it break this wall because, as you can see, it failed. Again, we're on a 15-minute time frame, so 1 hour, 2 hour, 3, about 4 hours. It's failed to break this level at 161.05. So if it can break 161.05, it can potentially continue upwards. But as you can see, that's why I had that level marked off because I see this clear wall right here, and it failed to do so. And look what happened after it failed. It dropped all the way back down to the zone. Whoops, I deleted the wrong line. I was like, where'd the zone go? There we go. Pretty sure this was the zone. There we go. I think we're traced up to 80 CAD. Yeah, so I like how this is looking. This one's going to be just a members only signal. But I do see this potentially continuing to push down, especially when volume picks up. So definitely like how that's looking there. Gold, not too worried about. One, because we're up on Euro CHF, so that drawdown is basically getting canceled out there. And then two, it's still underneath the key level that I want it to be underneath, which is the blue daily time frame line, blue daily time frame zone. If we stay underneath here, it can definitely, it's retracing up. The retracements are normal, but if it stays underneath this lower price, it can potentially still come back down. So I'm not tripping too much about that. Yeah, but all these were retraced a little bit. US30 is right back at the entry. Yeah, so not a bad quick hour. Quick hour. Caught some pips on Euro CHF. Moves happened too quick for me to call signals out for EUSDX and all this, but I did get into EUSDX. Caught a few hundred pips there. I know some of y'all got into the US30 in the GBPJPY move, so you caught some quick pips there. Hope y'all secured your profits because you can see it retrace back up. For Euro CHF, we're still floating in profit as we speak. All TPs got hit. We're in gold right now. We're in a little bit of drawdown on gold. I'm watching GJ to see what GJ is up to. I want to look for potential buy setup. So if it can break above and stay above 160.105, we'll potentially look for a buy setup. AUD CAD. Me and the members are in AUD CAD. It's almost about to hit TP1 as we speak. That's the only trades we're really in. Everything else we're just watching. We'll probably just be waiting until closer to New York session. And so there is going to be a New York session live stream. It's going to be members only live stream though. So the members, I'm going to send y'all the link when I do start that live stream. That's going to be in a few hours. I'm going to see if we can catch some more pips live and see if there's any other setups. We're going to talk about some stuff as well and do some back testing. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join my free Telegram so you're notified when TPs get hit, things like that. This is how yesterday went. Took 4 trades into the day 4-0. Caught your 30, 9600 pips. GJ caught 180 pips. Your AUD got 31 pips. Gold caught a quick 100 pips into the day 4-0. Right now, we're currently up on Euro CHF. In gold, in AUD CAD. Caught a few hundred pips on EUSDX. I did personally. I missed the US30 entry, but I know some people in the stream got into US30. Pretty sure some people got into GBPJPY, but that move happened pretty quick. But even if you chased that trade, it would have been up. But I personally just don't like to chase the drop down. But yes, and not a bad London session. London session is still going on, but that was a quick hour. We caught some good pips. Can't complain there. So I want to see if it's going to continue to push down into New York session. And if it can continue to stay underneath this level of price like it's doing right now, I want to see if it can come down to about 96.20-ish. That's what I want to see. I want to see if it can come down to 96.20-ish. So I want to wait and see what the next 15-minute candlestick does. See if anything interesting happens. GJ trying to break this level here. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. CHF's looking nice. Just hit TP1 on AUD CAD. AUD CAD dropping. So I want to see what the next 15-minute candlestick looks like. Struggling to break that wall, but if it can break that wall and stay underneath it, you can definitely come down to about 96.30, if not 96.20. I want to see it come down to here, like 96.15. But yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. So far, only trade that's in a drawdown that hasn't hit a TP yet is gold. Other than that, the trades I called out, which was Euro CHF, AUD CAD. We are 2 for 2 right now. And it broke. It didn't stay underneath there, but the candlestick has not closed yet. We still got 40 seconds. So as you can see, it broke that level, but it's rejecting down. So what matters is where the candlestick closed. But of course, all TVs did get hit. So y'all didn't close. Don't let it go back to entry. But I'm going to wait to the next candlestick because it's about to show up in 10 seconds and see what that candlestick is looking like. Because if you've been trading for a while, you already know fake outs are part of the game. So we want to see if this is a fake out or if it's going to retrace all the way back up. So new candlestick just popped up. Look at that. That thing started off red. Now it could turn green, but that thing started off immediately red. And that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes retracements will happen, try to make you freak out and make you miss out on the big move, because the market, these people that control the markets, they don't want people to make money on this. So that's why they do these harsh retracements and fake outs. But again, it could very much so hit this level, then bounce back up, or it could have, the next candlestick been green. But through experience, I've noticed sometimes this stuff will happen. So I'm watching to see how it's reacting, but as you can see, it is still reacting to this level right here, pushing up. So it could turn green on us. So keep an eye on your charts. But as of now, we just gained some extra pips that we would have lost if we closed right here. Okay. So again, that just comes with experience on the charts, y'all. So definitely gonna keep an eye on that, see what it does. But yeah, still struggling to right there, but it could continue to push down. Let's see what gold's up to. Yeah, gold's just gonna be ranging. I can already tell that thing's gonna be ranging until New York session. I can already tell that. GJ looking like it's trying. 80 CAD floating at TP1. Yeah, so not a bad hour. And again, this is just an hour. Like I only be streaming like for about an hour. Well, be in London session, streaming London session for about an hour, and we catching a lot of pips. So that just shows you don't need to be in the markets for a long time, even with this strategy where we're basing things off the daily time frame. Even not even catching the whole move, we can still catch, depending on the pair, 20 to 50 pips in an hour. Not bad. Today, for example, though, we caught a few hundred ESDX. All TVs got hit here. We caught about, like 20 pips here, which isn't bad. 80 CAD, we're up about 5 pips currently, which isn't bad. Gold's the only one playing with us right now. But yeah, not a bad start to the day. Not a bad start to the day. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Like I said, it's going to be a live stream for the members only. So you're interested in joining the Advanced Play Signal Room, where you get all the signals I enter, as well as walk through. I walk you through all the trades, let you know when I personally close and stuff like that, as well as 3 Zoom calls weekly, exclusive content, and more. Click those links in the description. If you want to contact me directly, you can hit me up on Instagram at playmaker_way. Make sure to follow me there as well, because I drop exclusive content strictly on Instagram and TikTok that I don't drop on YouTube as well. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we live stream Monday through Friday. Also, I drop trade breakdowns, trading plan videos, and trading psychology videos. Or you can hit me up on Telegram, Wait Not Win. And I'm going to see y'all in the next live stream.